Okay, dokie. It's time. It's time. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint reading stream. Ooh. For some reason, I'm struggling with remembering more and more things. Last week, we saw that people, like, that one what was his title? I don't know what his rank was, but that one demon started to accept that Siswitz will be the 73rd Demon King. Hello Eileen, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. So that is something that happened. I need to actually quick scroll through 245 just to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything important. Because Dogja stopped them from killing each other and basically made sure that the Zodiac signs disappeared. And then the Zodiac signs got interested into Siswitz, and that about summarizes the chapter already. I made it in time. Hello Tenwoy. Welcome to this weekly stream. It's quite weekly. If you had to ask me, I would rate it weekly out of 10. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this week's chapter. And let's see if Junyok is actually finally going to reunite together with Dogja, or if they are still going to keep that for a bit more longer. I know that Hayong will be relevant in this chapter because he was on like the little introduction picture. So I am wondering what it might be. What might be his role this week? Is it because he was typing with the Abyssal Black Flame Dragon? Is it because he is simping for the Demon King of Salvation? Or is it because of his abilities as a fighter? Who knows? Okay, Eileen, Mark, please take care of the collection slaves. Hello, Prophet of the Future. Welcome. And Biu, could you jam the channel for a bit? No good can come from our animal friends hearing what I'm about to say. Hayong, how many constellations are you talking to right now? About 3? One's the Black Flame Dragon, I suppose. Who are the other 2? Actually, it might be more like 5. 5 of them? To be more accurate, I'd say 9 or so. 9? Well, if I include the ones who take a while to respond, it might be 15. Damn! Look at him just swooping up into all of those DMs. He knows how to interact with them. The unidentified wall has a few special features, one of which is the one-on-one chatting that Hayong gained access to recently. It's an amazing skill that allows him to send messages to any being with a modifier within the Starstream scenarios. You talk with 15 people in that short amount of time? It wasn't that hard. It's difficult for me to even talk with one person. But why do you ask? I wanted to call for someone. Huh? Who? Dr. Kim thought to himself, I can't control the guys I need to call. I can't control the guys I need to call with my own strength right now. How do I read this? I can't control the guys I need to call with my own strength right now. Does he mean like he would not be able to control people like the like Wukong, Uriel, and the other people, if he because with his own strength, with his own contacts, or not entirely sure. It was such a struggle to get this far. Sure, the dance scenarios are tough, but honestly, the constellations were the roughest part of for me. All those darn bounty hunter scenarios, plus it was that fate they imposed on me that led me here to the demon realm. Pretty much, But do I really want to call one of them here now? Yeah, it's like, I know they were kinda on my side, but I can't control them. So it's like, maybe the constellations that Hayong is talking to are less strong, and he, with his powers, could actually be able to outpower them or something. I think it's that, yeah. It's crazy how, like, they are shown... To us, they feel like partners, like comrades, or like at least some supportive person. But looking at this, Dogja really still sees them more as like just people who are watching him and will potentially be threats to him. Abyssal Black Flame Dragon looking mighty menacing here. Sun Wukong here as well. And that must be Uriel, I guess. That should be Uriel. Sometimes the translation is weird, yeah, sadly. Sure, there are good constellations out there, but that doesn't change the fact that they're constellations. Why aren't you saying anything? Persephone. That was Persephone? I guess, yeah, the thing on the head is like Roman Greek looking, so it makes more sense that it's her than Uriel. It makes more sense. That makes more sense. It's a good idea to call him again. You worried about something? Tell me. I like to listen to people's stories. It should be someone who likes listening to stories. Junghyuk Yu is a hotshot, so this new character should be someone who's tasted the bitterness of reality. Junghyuk doesn't really listen to others, so maybe the new person should be a good listener. The result of my comments was a character whose eyes can see the stars of the world, and whose ears will listen to their stories. Ha-young Jung. This is technically Dogja's child. I think I said it before. We know that Biu is also Dogja's child, but Ha-young in a way, if Biu is the child of Byung and Dogja, Ha-young is kind of like the child of Dogja and the author. There were some people I thought were bad. I thought they were all bad in general. Dogja's OC, true. Some of them would bully others and talk trash about them, and some of them committed truly horrendous acts. It sounds like you really hated those people. I thought I did. But I'm not so sure anymore. Some of them were better than I thought, and others even acted differently than I'd known them to before. I don't know which version is their true selves. I can no longer decide which part was reality or how much was fake. It's tricky for me to understand your issue exactly, but doesn't that mean you want to know more about those people? What? They seem like bad guys, but some of them might actually be good. Basically, you started to expect more from them. Did it sound that hopeful to him? If that's the case, you just need to keep talking with them. If you do, you may find out whether they're good or bad people. There's no point talking to them. Why? It's just... I think everyone surrounds themselves with a giant wall. We may be talking like this right now, but you know it too, right? The fourth wall stares at you. What we can share with each other is extremely limited. Without something like a wall, none of us would be able to bear it. We'd be so sad if we shared everything only to face doubt and rejection. That's why everyone is a wall, and complete communication is impossible. These are the characters like Huyeon, Sanga, Gilyong, and Hyunsong. He does look. This was the character was not entirely sure. I think this is Hyunsong and not Junghyuk. But he does look somewhat different here, just because of the perspective, and he looks a bit less buff in this picture, but it's whatever. But I completely see what they're saying here. It is a very real thing. Like this thing about not wanting to share everything because what if they don't take your side? What if they see that you actually? What if they take the opposite side? What if they are like trying to correct you? Like all of these thoughts are just something very normal human have. Basically, you can't know what the others are thinking about. Yeah, you always are like. That is human nature of like you don't know what others think, and that's because then you get like unsure if you want to share something with another person because it could end bad, but it could end good, but you are just uncertain. That uncertainty is what makes us human, but it also is like something that holds us back a lot of the time. If you are uncertain to do something, most of the time it's easy to just say, why don't you do it? But it's not that easy for the actual person going through it. This looks to be before the scenarios. That's why he looks less buff. I mean, he was in the army for some time, so it must have been... But there's a simple solution. You can just write on the wall. Huh? There's somebody else on the other side of the wall, right? Huh? Okay, what? Whether it's paint or poop, just leave something on that wall. then the other person can recognize it. What's the point of that? There's not really a point. What's important is that you left something there. But others won't know what's on the opposite side of the wall. Still, the wall would have changed. And someday, someone might read it. In a way, this feels to me like what I'm doing with YouTube. I'm just uploading. I don't know if anyone will ever watch, but maybe someday someone will watch it, enjoy it, maybe it will help them on their day, maybe they can see something from a new perspective, maybe they learn about a new story that they haven't read before and are now enjoying it with all of their heart. So I completely see what he's saying of like, just do it. If there's really nothing to lose and the only thing holding you back is like worry, and it's not like something that you know can hurt you, you just go for it. Look at that dog just smile. Do you give advice like this to the constellations? Huh? Well, I think I understand a little why those constellations open up to him. Okay, Hyun, could you contact this guy? Who? Boom. The fifth night has fallen. There's a fire in the industrial complex. Tell all the citizens together. Chapter 41, The Real Revolutionary, Part 2. It's still like the big question of like, who the freak is the real revolutionary? If it's Junghyuk, if it's not Hayoung, that's for sure. The only thing I can think of is that it's going to be Junghyuk. That would be like a classic but also very obvious reveal. So I didn't only... Because it is so obvious, I want to say it's not going to be that. But I don't have any other guess. If it could be a completely new character, as I said, like just locked down in the basement of Siswitz. But there's nothing for me to actually say that with my heart. So I just have to say it probably is Junghyuk. Kia! Look, it's not the executioners coming, it's the demon, like, nobles coming out. So they can kill, actually. Unlike the executioners who can only kill once per night, these people will be actually allowed to kill. Maybe you need some prophecy. The revolutionary has to be a citizen, and Junghyuk is not one. But Junghyuk is the protagonist. The protagonist just overrides any sort of reason in my head. Like, if it's the protagonist, he can somehow just make it work, even if it's not supposed to work that way. But I have no idea who the revolutionary would be from Citizens, because we don't know enough. Dr. Kim wondered, just what are they planning here? Never mind, I should think of the positives. This might actually be an opportunity. Hayoung, take care of the executioners. Don't take on any of the other nobles yourself. He had the same problem in the 111th turn. Got it! Ooh, that's a big one. Is that Siswitz? Yeah, that's Siswitz, right? If it's Siswitz, his tail is gone. Now it's here. Are you the revolutionary? Oh, it's Ombris. It's a different character. I thought like there was like some sort of like powered up form of Siswitz. Arky's Ombris. It's Ombros, not Ombris. You recognize me but aren't running away. Oh, is that the guy that swore like his loyalty to Siswitz? I thought you were destined to have a long life, but you're not as bright as I thought. He seems to have a tail, like in this panel here as well. Or is that like his hair? Maybe it's not a tail, but his long hair, but because here he doesn't have a tail. Not that it is important, it's just like me looking at it. This probably is like the bottom part of his hair. Sure, I'd have run away if I thought I'd lose Ombris. I said it's Ombros! Yep, the guy from Gilubad. Bookmark number 5. Kyrgios Rodgrayim has been activated. Ah! There comes the electrification. Personal skill miniaturization level 3 activated. Personal skill electrification level 11 plus 1 activated. Brilliant explosion. Look at how menacing he looks. Like the action lines actually making it That is how a good attack is supposed to look like. You can see the force being like accumulated inside of that ball of explosion. You can see like the full power going from his arm over to the explosion ball. Just the fierceness in the fire. His face getting even more demonic compared to what we have seen here. This is just an epic picture. Kakakawa. And that's the end of the chapter. I actually might use like that panel as like the thumbnail for next week. I think that's going to be it. Today's the 7th anniversary for the original novel. Damn, crazy. And by today, they actually mean January 28th. Holy shit, it's so bad that you can be this far ahead with FastPass. That's so horrible. It's so horrible that people can be that far ahead. And there's the excerpts, that's what I wanted to look at. I think there's a huge wall. The fourth wall is looking at you. You and I are talking like this, but we're not really communicating. There is no such thing as communication in this world. The unidentified wall is looking at the fourth wall, and they start making out. Kim Dogja thought maybe reality or the novel is all the same. I've read it for so long and I still don't know. Maybe I will never know. Everyone has a wall and communication is impossible. That's obvious. I can't believe the friendly Jang Ha-young thought so. It was a bit surprising. Then Jang Ha-young continued. However, we still have to talk. Even if there's a huge wall, there is a person behind that wall. What can we say when there is a wall? Right in the wall. The other party won't know, so why? At least, the wall has changed. I was speechless for a moment. Jang Ha-young spoke in a resolute voice. Then one day, someone might read it. Novel chapter 216 out of 551. Look at all of these novel readers. This story already holds a special place in my heart. I'm only halfway done, not even really halfway done with the novel. Like, because reading the webtoon. But I really am. I really feel like I have taken a lot out of the story. And seen things that I have never seen before. Taken in perspectives I haven't. Worked on things, created things that I would never have done if I read the story. If I haven't read the story. Just got a message that my FedEx package is going to arrive. Thank you. This was a nice philosophy. True. This was not... I mean, there was also action at the end of the chapter, but it was mainly like talking about philosophical things, about how you need to open up, but maybe if you're not ready to open up for real, you can also do it in like an indirect way of like write something and maybe one day someone will see it and can interact with you to help you, or maybe if they see that somebody else has a similar problem to them, they can see that they are not alone, maybe they can then look at what this person did and learn from it. It's just like a message of like, you are not alone in this world, even if you might think that you are. You just have to find people, or like also have like the luck sometimes. Sometimes you can find people, sometimes you also need to have the luck that people find you, because not always can you take things in your own hands. Sometimes you just have to hope as well for the world to do. You can try your best to overcome problems. You can try your best to help others, but sometimes it's not going to work. That's just how life is. You have to be, you have to go through the up and downs that life has. You have to survive and go on to the next day. Even if you get rejected by 11 places, maybe the 12th one will be the actual one to accept you. That one came out of my heart. But I still think that the 12th one will also reject me. And the 13th one, and the 14th one, and the 15th one, because yay, rejection! Let's accumulate more rejections! We're talking about the positives here, and here I come with the, yeah, I got 11 rejections, whoopee! Because I am not getting accepted. But it went fast. It feels like this chapter was a bit short, considering that how I'm done and we're 25 minutes in. Yay, depression. I mean, the next two are a bit short. Yay, yay. Where's my... Oh my god, yay, depression. I mean, I don't think that I have it. I'm just like... I am in a way a pessimist, but I was like shaped to become a pessimist, because if you are hopeful and always like, it's going to work out, right? I did my best, so the people will see that I did my best and give me also good things in return. No, that is like, damn, you can get disappointed only if you think like that. My mindset in the moment is more like, hey, I think I will get rejected over and over and over again. My videos will bomb, nobody will watch them. Maybe I will have streams where I have 0 viewers. I will still do them. And if I have people typing in chat, like you guys, which I'm extremely thankful for, if people watch my videos, if people subscribe to my channel, which if you haven't done, do so please, it's always like a thankful surprise. But my main mindset is always like, damn, I am not going to get it. I'm more of a realist, I guess. I feel like realist and pessimist are in a similar ballpark. Let me actually read the definition of realist again. Definition. I need the English wiki so that you understand it as well. Oops, oh, there was the pronunciation. English. Also realist. I want the definition. An advocate of realism. Thank you. Oh my god. Realism. Realist. Can you just show me the freaking wiki? There, thank you. Translation, lazy boy, just got a notification. Hello Arika, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer here together with us. Philosophical realism. Usually not treated as a position of its own, but as a stance towards other subject matters. It is the view that a certain kind of thing, ranging widely from abstract objects like numbers to moral statements to the physical world itself, has mind-independent existence, i.e. that it exists even in the absence of any mind perceiving it, or that its existence is not just a mere appearance in the eye of the beholder. This includes a number of positions with epistemology and metaphysics, which expresses that a given thing is instead of that. I don't think that's it. Realism can also be a view about the properties of reality in general, holding that reality exists independent of the mind as opposed to non-reality. I don't think that's what we need here. Now is only an explanation of reality, but the accuracy of fullness, I'm confused. Increased your subs compared to last year, so that's a positive. I mean, not wrong, not wrong. I have been stuck on that like 626, 627 for like a long time already now. When I saw Pyro for the first time, he had 578 subscribers, if I remember correctly. Could be. And then waves came in. It came people from Kubera, it came people from Omniscient Reader, it came random people that found me. Maybe it came some new friends. Who knows? Magical realism. Aesthetic realism. Agential realism. Naive realism. Okay, it's a different thing. I thought it was something else. Wait, no, it was almost 600. Another round 580. I have a very slow growth. Critical realism. Pessimism. What is in the C also? Cynicism, declinism, defeatism, defensive pessimism. Okay, maybe that's me. Mood. Optimism bias, paranoia, toxic positivity, Nihilism, optimism, neuroticism, Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law is also very much real. What is defensive pessimism? It's a cognitive strategy in which an individual sets a low expectation for their performance, regardless of how well they have done in the past. Individuals use a defensive pessimism as a strategy to prepare for anxiety. That's me. That is 100% me. Or performances. Defensive pessimists then think through specific negative events and setbacks that could adversely influence their goal pursuits. By envisioning possible negative outcomes, defensive pessimists can take action to avoid or prepare for them. Using this strategy, defensive pessimists can advantageously harness anxiety that might otherwise harm their performance. It feels like that's what I'm doing. I'm just thinking about the worst case scenario and like, well, it probably will not be that. I remember I was looking up for some ORV edits when I stumbled upon your live, lol. Crazy. The ORV edits brought us together. And now we are here. As a group. Oh my gosh. I wonder when the first star is going to disappear. Every star is going supernova one day. I wonder how long our stars are going to hold out. When will the flame flicker out? Ooh. I think I just have to reread it when I found your stream. That's also... And the rereads. I mean, I'm also kind of rereading. I would not say rereading. I'm rechecking for information. It helps me with remembering, but it's not really reading. Shoop. I'm also noticing new details. ORV has a lot of details. I'm also still considering how I would go. I'm here to support a friend. That's the Taco the cat that I know. Hello there, booty. It's me, your chickie. I was actually looking for people's reactions to ORV when I found Pyro. Thank you. Heart to you as well. Smaller than free. I stooped around the defense battle when I had first. Not all stars go supernova actually. Some burn fuel flower and become dead star. Some also compress and become a new star. I want to go out with a big bang. I don't want to flimmer out into a dead star. Becoming a new star would be like grooming my own child into becoming a YouTuber. What I wanted to say something. Oh yeah, with the novel. I'm still considering how I would go about reading the novel. Because if I was like, oh, if I read 5 chapters a month, I will probably not overtake the Webtoon because I will not read that many chapters. But if I only read 5 chapters a month, that feels like it's not really worth a stream or a video. So I don't know. I could read, but like if I accumulate it into one stream, it's also like, well, yearly streams. It's almost like, I feel like monthly or yearly streams are just going to be like, it doesn't feel that nice. So it would be something else. If I say I read 5 chapters a month, that would be the same as almost like reading 1 chapter a week. But reading 1 chapter of the novel a week also feels completely redundant and completely useless. So why exactly like those amounts, by the way, is because I want to read the novel, but I don't want the novel knowledge I have to overtake the Webtoon. Because I want to experience it through the Webtoon. Even though it's going to take me 10 plus years to reach the end, I kind of want to stick to the Webtoon just because I have this problem of like sort of ORV live action trailers. What the hell is wrong with the adaptation? I've seen it and it was very interesting. I don't think that the live action thing will be any good. I really don't think it. The thing with me that I have experienced with other stories, like if I watch an anime and then go to the manga and read that manga, I'm like, damn, I don't want to watch the next season of the anime because I already read the manga. So I fear that if I were to read the novel of Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, I would not have the exact same interest and hype for the webtoon, I know that I would probably still enjoy it. Same for the other manga that I just, same for the other anime that I dropped because I read the manga. But the problem is, it's just not the same. If you're like, if I don't know what I read, it's a completely different experience. And if you guys understand it, Junghyuk's main weapon, gun. Weapon, gun. The sword woman, main weapon, gun. Pai Pai. Pai Pai. She use gun point for real. Pai Pai. Pai Pai. Oppai. Oppai Pai Pai. Yeah. We yapped. We keep on yapping. But I think the live action is going to be a flop. A massive flop. The anime is also in production. We have seen that. Y-guns are always better. Because, I don't know. America. Fuck yeah. He said booba. I still have a lot of hype for the webtoon, but I wouldn't react to it. Yeah. Because it's like, if you read it, and especially for reaction, if I read the novel, even if I were to read to the novel, and then I react to the webtoon, I'm like, oh, so that's how they adapt this thing from the novel. But it's not it's not really a reaction anymore. It's more, I mean, it's still a reaction, but it's like a completely different kind of thing compared to what it is in the moment. I say booba, and I will say it again in many different languages. Booba, oppai, Brüste, Titten, booba, boobs, honkabadonkas, chonkalakodongas. Look at those milk bags. Damn. Crazy. Those camel humps. Ooh. Damn, I'm going to get cancelled one day. One thing I really liked, that the ORV webtoon, light novel, and actual novel actually have slightly differences. I mean, yeah, I get that. It's the case for many stories that they have slight differences in different parts. But it's sometimes they are just like not too different. Booba Limao. How we would react to the anime. This is how they handled the scene. And it's like, damn, they really cut out all of the comedy. Wow, they really made Dogja like this character who's always aura farming. Damn, they made Dogja always be like this cool and suave guy. Damn, they cut out Pildu because they thought he would not be an important character in the future. Holy shit, there can be so many things that can go bad. I'm so worried about this. Let me show. I shared that on the Haku Discord. Let me see. There it is. Kimudu Sega before GTA 6. And I would still care more for Kimudu Sega before compared to GTA 6. This was my reaction to when I saw like animes in production. God, I hope not. There would not be Dogja anymore. That was my reaction, which I answered to a different VTuber, where I was like, big hype. If they butcher it, I will cry and shit my pants. Angry emoji. Yeah, I will do that. If they do it, I will cry and also shit my pants. You cannot stop me. I promise, we'll butcher his name. Please don't give him a Japanese name, man. He's a Korean guy. Just keep it with Kim Dogja. You can pronounce that. Leave the aura farming to Junghyuk, yeah. But please, the problem is also Junghyuk can aura farm, but Junghyuk should also be possible to have emotional moments. Because for some reason, some characters that are like aura farming are not allowed to have emotional moments as well. But yeah, I think that about sums it up for today. I think we've reached a natural conclusion point for our Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint talk this week. Before we return on Thursday with some more Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint talk. I don't even know what we're awaiting this week. Like, it is the battle between people, so we might get some new personal attributes and skills. Maybe we're going to get some items, but those items are probably going to be Korean only, so like we can skip those. So let's see how many chapters we can go through this week. I would love to get done more than 10 chapters, but who knows? If we sidetrack, it can take that long. But yeah, Jaehan should be aura farming most. He's one big brawn. Jaehan? 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 Or V? Oh, do you mean the world after the fall guy? Or is there a different guy that I don't know? The world after the fall. Okay. Yeah, I still need to read that. So anyways, clap. Thank you guys for being here. And I hope that all of you are going to have a nice rest of your day, rest of your week. Maybe we're going to see each other in the next Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint stream. Maybe we're going to see each other in the in our work stream. Or maybe I'm going to see each other in a grocery store. Or in my basement, where some of you are locked up in. And are only allowed to come out during streams. At first, I was not believing Orvi and Webtoon are connected. Crazy. Sometimes it's surprising with what stories are connected. But yeah, this is the end. I hope that all of you can live a great life and write things on the wall. Always write things on the wall for others to spot them. Have a good one. Oi, do not point that finger at me. I point every finger I want at you. Here, look at me point. Point. I'm going to end the ending screen now. You guys are nice. Point.